Hello friends, welcome back to RB English Academy. In this video, we are about to discuss a topic, subject-verb agreement. We all know each sentence must consist subject, verb and object. And this topic will tell us the relationship between the subject and verb, the agreement between subject and verb. Let's get into the session. Before getting into the topic, we should know what is subject and what is verb. What is a subject? The subject is a noun or pronoun that tells who or what the sentence is about. For example, I am writing. He is going to college. In these sentences, I and he are the subject. What is a verb? A verb is a word or group of words that expresses time while showing an action or the fact that something exists. We all know verb is the action word. What the subject is doing in the particular sentence. As I said earlier, I am writing. He is going to college. In these examples, writing and going are verb. These two words are action words. The action was done by the subject. Okay. Here I have given you 11 rules for this topic, subject-verb agreement. The first thing, if the subject is singular, the verb must be singular. If the subject is plural, the verb must be plural. Okay, this is the basic rule of subject-verb agreement. If the subject is in singular form, the following verb must be in the singular form. If the subject is in plural form, the following verb must be in the plural form. For example, the boy is playing. Here the subject boy is in singular, so the following verb is also in singular, is. The boys are playing. The boys is the plural subject, so the following verb also in the plural form, are. The boys are playing. And in the rule number 2, if two or more singular subjects are connected with and, the verb must be plural. We all know and is the conjunction word. We use conjunction and to connect two phrases or two sentences. So if we connect two subjects, it will become the plural. For example, the dog and the cat are having lunch. Ramu and Somu are going to market. In the third rule, if two or more singular subjects are connected with are or nar, the verb must be singular. Molly or Linda is organizing the music. When we use either or, the following verb must be in the singular form. So here we have used is. In the rule number 4, if the subjects include both singular and plural nouns connected with are or nar, the verb must agree with the subject that is closer to it. Here I have given you example. The Johnsons or Sue is coming for dinner. Here Sue is closer to the verb, so we have used singular form. In the second example, Sue or Johnsons are coming for dinner. Here Johnsons are closer to the verb, so we used are. And in the rule number 5, the verb must agree with the subject, not with the phrase between the subject and the verb. And we have to focus only to the subject, not to the phrases between the subject and the verb. Here I have given you few example. One of the students is missing. The students who read that story are few. The president as well as members of parliament is ready for the elections. The man in brown shoes is running. So in these examples, one, the students, the president, the man are subject. We should not focus the phrases between subject and verb. And in rule number 6, after the words such as anybody, anyone, everybody, everyone, somebody, someone, nobody, no one, each one, either, neither, you must use a singular verb. Everyone is coming to the birthday party. Somebody is knocking the front door. And in the rule number 7, some words end with s, but they are actually singular, so you must use a singular verb after them. Like mathematics, message, news, phonetics. Defaultly we will add s at the end of the word. Phonetics, mathematics. So these kind of words will follow the singular verb. The news is bad for all the family members. Phonetics is the study of sounds. Mathematics is my favorite subject. News is fake. These kind of words have only singular form. So the following verb should be in the singular form. And in the rule number 8, the word money is always singular and must be followed by a singular verb. When you use currencies, dollars, pounds, euros, rupees, etc., you may use a singular or plural noun depending on the meaning. If you are talking about the amount of money, you must use a singular verb, but if you are referring to the currency itself, you must use a plural verb. Okay. The word money, if we use the word money, it is always comes in the singular form. We should not use plural verb for the term money. In case we are using currencies, dollars, pounds, rupees, it is dependent on the sentence. If it is a singular, we can use singular verb. If it is in the plural form, we can give plural verb. Here I have given you a few examples. A lot of money is needed for our school. 10 pounds is good for a weekly pocket money. And in the rule number 9, after the nouns like trousers, pants, glasses, tweezers, shears, scissors, sunglasses, you must use a plural verb. Because these kind of words we used to say a pair of trousers, a pair of pants, a pair of glasses, a pair of tweezers, a pair of scissors. So these kind of words will follow by plural verb. His glasses are cool, aren't they? Sally's trousers are made in Turkey. Your sunglasses really look perfect on you. So these kind of words will always follow plural verb. In the rule number 10, if the subject is a collective noun, you can use both a singular or a plural verb depending on the meaning. If you are referring a collective nouns as a unit, then use a singular verb. If you are referring the members instead, use a plural verb. Here the flock is migrating to the south. It is a collective noun. The flock means a group of sheep. So it is in a collective noun. So we have used singular verb. The orchestra plays only on special days. The orchestra are leaving the party. And in the 11th rule, if the subject is singular and followed by some expressions like with, including, accompanied by, in addition to, as well as, we use a singular verb. If the subject is plural, we can use a plural verb. The teacher as well as his students is going to visit the museum. The major accompanied by his children is doing some shopping. Those toys, including the red car, are old. In these examples, the teacher and the major are singular form. And the last example, those toys, are given in plural form. So the following verb also given in the plural form. And here I have given you few exercises. Read it carefully and try to find out whether the subject are in singular form or plural form and choose the correct form of verb. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Keep supporting. Thank you.